Hi everyone, welcome back to Sonic 3 Knuckles. We're up to Flying Battery with Knuckles now, so I just need to finish whatever levels remain, and then there's just a case of it's just a case of doing the competition modes just to show them, which is the main like multiplayer thing. I don't want a fire shield. I do need... I don't know if it's 1 or 2. I think I need 2. Oh! Okay. I guess I was just so accustomed to Sonic being able to reach that from there. Never mind, I guess. Yeah, and I know where there's two big rings. Oh, I didn't want the fire shield. I know where there's 2 big rings in this level, but one of them I don't think I can get to. There's Knuckles. Does Knuckles have any alternate routes in Flying Battery? I don't think he does, you know. I think this is a level where they pretty much shared the whole thing. I could be wrong. But I will be on the lookout for see if I've got any way of getting to that emerald. That big ring. That messed up there a bit. And shoot up into the air. Yeah, you know the drill by now. Back and forth up here. And grab myself a life up here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Actually, no, I want to go this way. Oh, what happened there? I don't know. The magnet sort of just like turned on and off again. Like what you do with the router when the internet's down. Turn it off and on again. See if it makes a difference. Right. So I think... no, okay. Alright. Oh no, that's fine. I thought I won't be able to get up there with Knuckles. I thought it might be too big of a jump. But no, it's fine. I can get up here perfectly fine. So, you know what that means? Oh, yeah, come on. Special stage. Now, let's not mess up. I've messed up quite a bit. 2 more. Done quite a bit of messing up. And these last 2 are a bit of a nuisance. Alright. Oh. This is the Bubblegum Memphis level, as I've been calling it. I tell you though, hold on, no, I won't say it just yet. I've got to really make sure I get this down. Ooh, man. Alright, okay, come on now. And yeah. Yeah, so like, you know, calling it the Bubblegum Memphis level might seem a bit out of place, but it's a better name than the one in Sonic Mania that I kept calling the Piss level. Because it was a really strange shade of yellow with a bit of, like a tiny bit of a green tint to it. So, not saying that that's how I would assume urine to look like by nature, but you know, it just gives that vibe. Okay, come on. Yep, up here. But yeah, I mean, I call it the piss level at first. It just became known as the piss level in my head. It was, and the annoying thing about it as well is it was a good level, but it was just the piss level. Okay, final one. This is the one with the awkward bouncy bits. Again, don't take what I say out of context. Yeah, this is the real bubblegum one. The other one is the sort of fake bubblegum. Look at these colours. I usually jump there, don't I? Well, guess what? I guess I didn't this time. Okay. Okay, and bounce. Bounce and turn. Jump. Yeah, it's just, it's straightforward with the path that you've got to take, I think, but at the same time, it is kind of awkward because you've got to, like, time these turns with your bounces. You've got to know what to do. Yeah, you do have to make sure that you get that sorted out as well. Oh, I almost turned into a red. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, come on. Oh, okay. That's the special stages done. And you can probably guess when Knuckles gets all the super emeralds. Well, you'll see in a moment. Would be interesting if it did nothing for Knuckles, wouldn't it? That would be interesting. If it was just a completion thing. But no, Knuckles can be Hyper Knuckles. There is a Hyper Knuckles. You know, for a long time I forgot about Hyper Knuckles. So what makes Hyper Knuckles hyper? Well, obviously you've got the effects here and all that thing. But his main difference is like, so the main difference between Hyper Knuckles and Super Knuckles is now, if you glide into a wall from a distance, so like say if you go like this, oh, if I can hit a wall. Well, I can't hit a wall, never mind. Okay, this boss here, I literally have no idea how this boss is different for Knuckles. I feel like it's the same. I know sometimes, like, if you're, like, away from him, like, if you move away, so you'll do that. Sometimes if you move, like, towards the one, the arm they didn't use, I'll try and show it. Is it inconsistent timing? There might just be inconsistent timing. Yeah, that could be it. I actually don't know. That might be the difference for Knuckles there, but otherwise I can't tell. But okay, so now the goal is just to complete the game. Yeah, electric shield. But if I get to 50 rings, I can't glide. Unless I want to become Hyper Knuckles. But yeah, I really think that Knuckles does not get his own area in this level. And I kind of don't want to be Hyper Knuckles, really, if I can avoid it. But I'll I'll probably end up gliding, or attempting to glide and then transform anyway. Over. Yeah, so... yeah, the difference in terms of technique with Hyper Knuckles, it's not much. If you glide into a wall from like a long distance, like so if you like hit a wall at a certain speed whilst gliding, it'll do like a screen like attack, and it'll just kill all enemies on screen. So it's really not a big thing, really. Okay. Well, let's just do it now. Yeah, like there. It does a big, like a boom, like an attack. And it kills things. But yeah, see, Sonic, Hyper Sonic, he flashes all the different colours and he gets like the big sparkles. Knuckles, it's just like a trail. Alright. Okay, well, hey look, they even use Egg Robo there. They use the Egg Robo sprite in place of Robotnik there. And once again, I could run out of rings before I actually get to... the main boss of the level. But I'm just invincible right now. See, when I was in this fight with Super Tails, the Flickies were trying to destroy that thing. But yeah, look, I'm just running out of rings. It just takes away my time. Okay, let's try and get as many rings as I can in this bit here. Oh, once again, I should have gone into the bonus stage. I've got to wait for the thing to raise anyway, so it's not like I'm losing anything by hanging around one area. So this boss is interesting. For one, you'll see when he comes down. I'll tell you when he comes down. Two patterns that make this boss different for Knuckles. Two main things. Right. But first of all, you may notice that it's Robotnik, and the reason for that they've used Robotnik is just because, I mean, I guess I don't know if it might have been like an error, but Robotnik is basically just because the sprite's at a different angle, so they probably didn't have an Egg Robo sprite for that angle. But two things that make this different in terms of how you fight it. For one, instead of the flame coming up every time you land in between it, it comes up consistently on a timer. And the other thing is that when he swings, he only swings twice rather than 4 times. And he shoots, even as he's swinging, he's shooting. That's that could be used as a tagline for something CD. Even when he's swinging, he's shooting. Could be. Sanddoppler Zone. Does Knuckles have his own paths in this level? I don't think so in Act 1. Act 2 I'm not 100% on. No, Act 2 he does. I know he does. I don't remember what they are or what they look like or anything, but I know he does. Because it's one of those unbreakable walls. And I'll just let you know, sorry to disappoint. Actually, I don't actually know if the boss is actually harder for Knuckles this time. I mean, many of the bosses, they do just keep the same, and the disadvantage that Knuckles has is that he can't jump as high. And that does actually count as a disadvantage, so the bosses are harder in that regards. But I'm not sure how much... No, it is a disadvantage. It definitely is a disadvantage for the Act 1 boss. Just, hardly. Okay, well, Knuckles can't go up that way, so Knuckles has to go down this way. I think. Okay, and just... Yeah. Started my glide a bit late there. Oh, alright then. Again, I was just intending to glide, but I ended up transforming as a result of having 50 rings. Don't get crushed. See, now my lives are going up. I've got 16 lives. Oh yeah, there's a bit I get crushed out quite a bit. Again, I hope you like this music. And here we go. Hyper Knuckles there, like flashing with powers. He's like bored, like, come on now. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's eating away at my rings. So that's it. So now I'm out of rings, so if that hits me. Oh, and the music restarts. Sure thing. Music restarts because I might lose my hyper form, but it was playing the regular mini boss music anyway. I'll go this one a little differently. You jump over me. Now. Turn around. Yeah. I'm gonna knock you in there. Knock you in. Okay, now with Knuckles here. Look, the ghosts are out already because Sonic unleashed them. Sonic unleashed them in the first egg beforehand. But so yeah, you don't release the ghosts; they're already unleashed. But yeah, so with Knuckles, there's a whole section like up here you can go to. Really out of the way. Whoa. Oh, well. You can. I'm not going to. But you can. It's a very interesting part. What I am going to do though is come down here and go round. and just progress as I normally would. Yeah, that's where you would release them, had they not already been released by Sonic and Tails. Those scoundrels. I noticed in this level, in Act 2, you don't get the heat waves, like the lines, the wavy effect from the heat. You know, it doesn't... Oh... Being crushed is my number one weakness. I've got to say, just adding like slight differences between Act 1 and 2, because if you think about it, like the previous Sonic games, Act 1 and 2, and then Act 3 in Sonic 1, it was just like the same level of game with a different arrangement. Just adding like slight different themes to it, so like going from the desert to being inside a pyramid is like, okay, yeah, it's certainly the same level, but just adds like just a little bit extra. Be efficient. Time efficient there. Oh yeah, you can spin at these. Not that you would need to, but you can. This is where I was crushed before. There it is. Oh, evil ghosts. Is it wrong to assume that they're evil? They do inflict harm upon me. Seems pretty evil to me. Oh, alright. Well, I guess that was my fault for having 50 rings. Can I do this without raising the sand? Maybe. Rather not waste time if I don't have to. Yeah, I did say this level has like a lot of timed things, but when you're in hyper form, it's another timed element on top of everything else. Oh look, Knuckles area. Knuckles specific area, which means lots of spikes everywhere. Because Knuckles' existence means spikes. Ugh. Oh, well, there's 50 rings. Thought I was about to run out, but that's fine. Got a nice little refresher there. Again, oh look, can't jump up there. Oh no, oh no. If only there was a way that Knuckles could go. Yep, through here. There's a Knuckles specific area. Ah, is this the one I think it is? Yeah. Ah, yes, I remember this. This is an interesting one. A little bit of a puzzle here. So you come up here, break that, and then that brings up the sand to there. And now you can slowly, which is not what I want for Hyper Knuckles, push this along. And keep that in place until it appears off screen. Pointless having the breakable walls there, I think. Seems only Knuckles can get to this bit anyway. Oh dear. Okay, we're going to fight this boss with no rings, pretty much. So, I'll rush the start of it. Two things that make this boss harder for Knuckles. Alright. Two things that make that boss harder for Knuckles. First is the obvious one. You can't jump as high. Meaning that meaning you're going to have to use his arms. You have to use the arms to actually reach up there. Say, ooh. You have to use, yeah, you have to stand on the arms to be able to reach. But also, your main toad is a bit faster as well. He's moving a little faster. The gliding makes it quite helpful though. Wasn't that time. No, 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 no. Yeah, when you don't have these hyper and super forms to mess around with, it's definitely noticeable. But yeah, so I remember I played this first as with Knuckles. So I was effectively playing these harder bosses first time. Didn't even notice. I mean, I noticed it wasn't Robotnik. I was thinking, oh, Robotnik is looking strange. Okay, Lava Reef Act 1 is interesting for Knuckles. Because again, it's almost, I don't know if it's entirely, but it's almost entirely entirely different. Knuckles can't get over there. Than it is for Sonic and Tails. What's notable for me, what stands out to me, is the scenery. So, where Sonic and Tails will see like different, like they'll enter this cave, then they'll get out the cave and they'll swing around and stuff. Knuckles, I don't think he leaves this cave at all in Act 1. I don't think he does. He's got his own route. I think there's like a little bit of crossover, but for the most part, he's just got his own like little area in the cave. And you can tell, if you're familiar with the Sonic and the Tails part, you can definitely tell like this is a whole different setup. Oh. Yeah, moments like that. Don't get that with Sonic and Tails. Oh, no, no. Oh, yeah, you can just spin dash it away. Oh, no. Alright. Oh, plenty of rings here. Yeah. So this bit here is where there's crossover, I think. Anyway, let's just go hyper. Okay. Is it this bit? No, I don't know. No, I guess not. Maybe this bit. Yeah, because Sonic and Tails would come like down the thing up from up there. Oh, you do see the outside bit, but only very briefly. Right. Another boss where there's different is simply that Knuckles can't hit them whilst they're at the top. Sonic and Tails can. Knuckles can't. So you've got to actually wait for them to come back down again so you can hit them. Okay, come on, just. Okay, that bit's dead. Oh. Didn't even have to kill the tentacles, whatever you want to call them. I don't know. Alright then. On to Act 2. Now I know Act 2 is a little different. It's not... Oh, hold on. Well, okay. This bit's new. Yeah, Knuckles... Knuckles gets some of those like weird pipes that you just saw there. You don't see... I don't think you see any of those with Sonic and Tails. Those pipes. Okay. Yeah, and you can tell, look, you can tell this is Knuckles by all the stuff that you're going through there. But yeah, just another random thing that like, oh, well, Sonic never sees them. Like, oh, Sonic doesn't see this thing, Knuckles doesn't see this thing. It's a funny thing, I must say. It's neat as well. And for a game from 1994, like a Sonic game, it's quite creative. That's why I like it so much. Or one of the reasons I like it so much. Okay, oh. Trying to avoid getting hit. Oh. Okay. Oh, so close. Alright then. Hyper Knuckles it is. So the rest of the game for Knuckles gets a bit weird. It's very different. It becomes very different compared to Sonic and Tails. But yeah. Yeah. Lava Reef is so different for Knuckles. Both Act 1 and 2. And we do go outside for at least a bit. And then back inside again. Yeah, just a different path completely. And then that's it. That's Lava Reef. So no boss, no anything. Anyway, we're on Hidden Palace. You want to see what Hidden Palace is like for Knuckles? And that's Hidden Palace for Knuckles. Just whiz by it. Then you go to Sky Sanctuary Zone and... Well, this is different. Yes, it is. So, this is where Knuckles' story ends, basically. This is the final boss. Very strange. You just... with Lava Reef Act 2, there's no second boss. And then you go into Hidden Palace and you just run forward a little bit, and then you're in Sky Sanctuary, and then you're at the final boss. And this boss is very nostalgic for me, because it is, if I remember my first time playing this game, first time playing Sonic and Knuckles even, this was my first final boss experience, because, yeah, I was playing as Knuckles first time. And we get the Doomsday music. And we get this boss. Now, I really like this boss. We get Super Metal Sonic. And he turns normal for a little bit, and then he rushes over here. You've got to hit him whilst you can. You've got to just make sure you get the gap. I also like that when the level starts, you automatically get 3 rings and you can't collect any more. Very controlled. I like that. And, oh, hit. And it comes over here. Hit him again. Hit him again. Is he going to do that again? Oh no, this is his final phase. He'll do this, and then he'll turn into... He'll drop a little bit. He'll like shoot out these things. Right, and then he'll drop a little bit. Oh, hit him. Well, I made that seem really easy. But I tell you, when I first played it, I did struggle quite a bit. But yeah, that's the Knuckles. That's the end of the Knuckles playthrough. And Sonic is there to save him. So yeah, that was the Knuckles playthrough done, and as you can see, the island is going up even higher into the sky. And then we get the credits. Yeah, Knuckles playthrough, it's really straight. Like I say, I definitely think the best way to describe it to me is that the Sonic and Tails playthrough is just like the normal, like you're going through like a theme park, you're going through the theme park, you're discovering all the rides, things are happening, and then when you go through Knuckles' playthrough, it's more like an abandoned theme park where the things are still there, but they're not set up. They're just sort of there still, but the events aren't there, so you don't see like the story, like individual story events, and everything's a bit more hostile, and it's got that feeling to it where everything's like a bit more dangerous, and I really like that. But to give my thoughts on this game, this is my favourite Sonic game. I like it an awful lot. I actually, like, I can always describe this, like, it really just fit in, like, my memories of this game, like, my nostalgia of this game. It really is in that very specific point in time, just before getting a PlayStation. Maybe not just before, but certainly after getting my Mega Drive, where, you know, I was getting into Sonic the Hedgehog and whatever games I had at the time. Echo the Dolphin, Castle of Illusion, I think. But it was sort of like, I recognised, like my brain picked up on this, the idea that this game was really good. And I associate like the things that happen about like Spice Girls and Monster Munch, and not like spaghetti sauce and Monster Munch, just that sort of time frame, and I really associate that with this game. And I have a very specific memory of, I think it was like just one summer, like, you know when you have a memory, it's like it's unspecified, like you can't describe it in a specified way, but like in my mind, like there's a specific day I remember it just being like summer, and me coming down after having played this game, and then me coming back up to continue playing it. Yeah, and we just sort of, and then the more I played it, just with my friend Matthew, who we both, like I say, we both tried to figure out like, oh, so how's this boss different for Knuckles? And we sort of like noticed this, like we started to notice the nuances, like, oh hang on, if you play as Knuckles, this boss is a bit different. And then we started realising, oh hold on, maybe it's not just this one. But yeah, maybe it's all these other ones. You just start noticing all these things. Like, oh hold on, Knuckles can't jump as high. It's not immediately obvious when you play the game, but that is the case. So yeah, that is Sonic 3 Knuckles completed. If you have a look at there you got clear, can play any stage with Knuckles, any stage with Tails, and any stage with Sonic with Tails. As you can see, Sonic has 14 stages because Doomsday is included. Tails has 13 and Knuckles only has 12. There is a way of playing Knuckles in Death Egg Zone, but it requires like inputting a cheat, like a level select cheat, and then you choose Knuckles. But I think it's like the boss of the actual boss you can't beat because you can't actually reach it. So obviously they never accounted for that. But okay, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the competition mode. So this is where you go through each of the levels. There's 5 levels. Hold on. I'll go time attack here. So you can choose a character to play as. They're all exactly the same. And you've got 5 levels. Now, I noticed not too long ago that they all start with like letters of the alphabet, like they go in alphabetical order, so it's like A, B, C, D, E. So you've got Azure Lake, Balloon Park, Chrome Gadget, Desert Palace, and Endless Mine. You see Match Race. So Match Race, I think, is multiplayer. Hold on. Oh, you can do multiplayer. Okay, can I cancel out of this? I guess not. Well, I'll just do one race of Azure Lake, I guess. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll describe them to you. So basically, the idea is you have to like go around and do as many laps as you can, as fast as you can. The characters all play exactly the same in this. There's no special abilities or anything. They can all jump really high. But say if you get these little bonuses here that you can pick up. What's that one there? Is that a slowdown one? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, so you can like hit the switch to set up like a trap. So it sets up like that spring there that you just saw. But yeah, the idea is to do as many laps as you can, as fast as you can. You could set this, like one technique is you could set up the spring trap there, or you could. What is that? What does the ring do? I don't know. Oh, well, I don't know how many laps you've got to do. What is that? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh. Oh, I see. It's just a thing that comes out and attacks you. Yeah, so it's just... This is the answer to the Sonic 2 multiplayer. The Sonic 2 multiplayer where you pick one of the... Oh, you can... Well, you do them all. You pick, like, the in-game levels and you just do, like, a race. You got like swap positions and stuff. So I'm going to do the Grand Prix without things on. I'm going to play as Sonic. So I'm going to play all the levels just to see if I can get the best time. Now, if you go ahead before that goes down, you get a fault. You've got to start again. Right. 3, 2, 1, go. One thing you can do is when you're in a loop, you can sort of like jump off there. I like to skip out that bit. So yeah, you can do like that to speed up a little bit. Could maybe do a little better if I timed that right. No, no, that's not good. Whoa. Yeah, it's good to slow. If you slow down, okay, yeah, that works. If you slow down at that bit, you can speed up. Right, Balloon Park. Very funky music. So this one, you've got a little. Oh, I did that perfectly. So you've got these balloons to bounce off, but there's also like a gap. As you can see there, you've got to like sort of fit through that gap. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, that didn't work out. No, no. Yeah, okay. So can I... Oh, perfect. Because I wasted a little time trying to adjust myself afterwards. If you can fit through that gap perfectly. Yeah, this is mostly meant to be done multiplayer. It's just the extra competition thing that they've added. It's not a big part of the game, but just sort of like a, oh, I'm better than you at Sonic. Okay, Chrome Gadget. This is a simple two-player level. There's no right having music this good. But yeah, it can sometimes happen where you bounce into that spring there and you hit the bottom of that platform and die, I guess. Well, especially if the other player is heading like if the other player is like on the platform, I guess you can jump into it. You don't want to do that. That could be your demise. Desert Palace. Probably my least favourite of the 5. Ooh. Again, the buttons to put up a switch. You sort of have to like loop it twice because do you have to loop it twice? Am I remembering that right? I think so, because you go through like 2 separate layers. I don't even know where that switch where it puts the spring. Oh, it's that one there. Yeah, it puts the spring up just behind you. Yeah, so this is just for you to say like, oh, I'm better at Sonic than you. It's like, oh no, I'm faster than you are. Like, oh yeah, well, let's try a competition. Endless Mine. Yeah, so you gotta slow down a bit on that part there to like get through faster. Yeah, so if you go too fast there, you shoot off a bit too high. So you want to not do that if possible. Yeah, like that. You actually go faster if you do it like that way. Yeah, but this is reminiscent of Mystic Cave Zone from Sonic 2. But I remember someone saying something about the music. It's like part of it is like a reference to some other music in some other Sonic game, I think. Anyway, I'm the winner. Yeah, I won every race there. Unfortunately, player 2, who was Sonic, lost them all. And I won them all. And then you get your total time. I mean, you don't necessarily have to... let's give Time Attack a go. Oh, no. Let's play as Tails. And let's just do... Let's do Balloon Park. So is this just... This is just like getting a record, I guess? See what I can do. Oh. No, no. Messed up badly there. And there as well. Okay, I'm not doing well. Oh, very lucky. You can get consistently lucky. Oh, ah. Okay. No. I'm doing pretty badly. I'm doing pretty badly. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So, Well, the first time is 37 seconds. I managed to get second. The scoreboard. And it even gives you track of each lap. So that, for that first lap there, 13 seconds, that was pretty bad. Do, 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 do. This music has definitely got that vibe, you know, that oh, let's check your results. It's also the music they use in Blue Sphere, like the menu theme. Like that's the game with all the the millions of special stages on it. You also use that on there as well. But yeah, that's that. And match race. What is let's try chronology. What is match race with just one player? I mean, you don't have to play these two player, obviously, by the fact that I'm playing them one player here, but I don't actually know what the match race is. That just to say like who won? I guess it's just like one view. I got like the idea of like one person winning, and a Grand Prix is where you go through all of the levels. But match race is just a Grand Prix, but just for one selected level, I guess. But yeah, Knuckles is just as much running and jumping and all that as Sonic and Tails here. No gliding, no climbing or anything. The character selection is just literally just your avatar. Oh, absolutely nothing came of that. Absolutely nothing at all. I guess if I had another play it would say congratulations, you won or whatever. But yeah. Very happy to have played this game. That's it, so getting this here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!